Hey, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening.
Day uno dos, day dos.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. You are now watching Let's Talk with Mo, and I am your host, Miss Mo. Shout out to all of my motivators. And the way you become a motivator, all you have to do is hit subscribe, hit the subscribe button, click the blue bell icon so you can get notified whenever I upload. Hit the like button. Go on and hit the like button. You will never regret hitting the like button. This show is going to be about this young lady, Chrishonda Williams, and Coachella. So yeah, first up, Miss Chrishonda Williams. For those of you who do not know or have never heard of this young lady, she is a 911 dispatcher from Houston, Texas. And she was charged for repeatedly interfering with thousands of 911 emergency calls. After you hang up from a call from, 911, you are still being recorded even after you hang up from a person calling 911. So after she hung up from this one particular person, she was recorded. She was recorded saying, "Ain't nobody got time for this, for real." And so, that happened after she hung up from a person she was talking to. She was sentenced to 10 days in jail following 18 months of probation. Now, look, that penalty has to be steeper. I think that's my opinion. That's bull crap, because we depend on those 911 dispatchers to take our calls, to work with us, because whenever people are calling, they could be distraught for whatever's going on around them, and they're trying to get help, and they are depending on that other person that's on the other end of the phone to talk them through whatever information that they need to give, because you're in a panic or whatever's going on. So yeah, we depend on those people. So for her, Chrishonda Williams, to do what she did, no, it's unacceptable, let alone unprofessional, and everything that you want to call it. And then, she walks around in the courtroom and outside of the courtroom and all that stuff, acting like she got an attitude. You shouldn't act like you got an attitude, because you shouldn't have did what you did. I'm going to include, clips for everything that I talk about. And I believe that someone died because she didn't do her job correctly. Someone, they got shot or something. You have to click on the story. Next up, Coachella. For those of you who do not know what Coachella is it's a music and arts festival. It happens every year. This is an annual music and art festival held at Empire Club in Indio, California. And so at Coachella, you have an array of music artists. So this year, you had, who's this? Cardi B, Ariana Grande, Destiny's Child, yay. You had Jay-Z, had Beyonce, just to name a few. As everybody knows, there was all this talk and all over the media and everything about, Beyonce stole the show and Beyonce owned Coachella. So right off the bat, if anybody has anything to say, as far as, if anybody says, "Oh, well, I didn't enjoy such and such," or whatever, especially about Beyonce. If anybody has anything bad to say about her, the person that's listening to whatever, whoever has to say about Beyonce, if they're saying that they don't like her or the performance or whatever, that is automatically looked upon as hating. Okay. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm a little bit tired of Beyonce. I've been tired of her for a long time. No, you cannot take away her talent. So that is not in question whatsoever. I do enjoy a lot of her material. That's not what I'm getting at. As far as the performance, you know, with Destiny's Child and her and whatnot, what I really enjoyed was the performances from all of the young men and women that were dancing and performing with her. The sound of the marching bands, that was beautiful. Now that's what I enjoyed and took away from, you know, the performances with Destiny's Child and with Beyonce. I will also include the clip for that. But one last thing, there was a movie that I watched. It's called Passengers, and it is a science fiction. It's a science fiction. It came out in 2016, and I was watching this the other weekend. It stars Jennifer Lawrence. She's the young lady that played in the Hunger Games, and Chris Pratt. He is the gentleman that played in Guardians of the Galaxy. And so I really, really enjoyed this movie. I don't want to give too much away. It's about these people traveling in space and, you know, them two, you know, falling in love. And so there's a lot more to the story, of course, but I'm not going to give you anything else away. I probably gave too much away as it is. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have an opinion, just like everybody else. And so people have to remember that. You don't have to like what I'm saying. You can agree to disagree. Because I have a, you know, to say, I have stuff to say just like everybody else has. So just remember that. Be kind to one another. Love each other. Smile a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I always say. What do I always say? Who can say it? Let's talk.